This is how Queen Elizabeth II now greets diplomats and guests in the foyer of the British Foreign Office. The oil painting is the work of artist Miriam Escofet. She met the monarch in person twice, once at Buckingham Palace in the heart of the British capital.
For the Queen in particular, I think what's fascinating about painting her is that you're possibly painting the best known face in the world, and actually that's not an easy thing to do.
Miriam Escofet spent an hour altogether with the Queen. It was a special honour for her. Miriam's mother is British, her father a Spanish painter.
She's quite a powerful little person, really. That was my first impression. And also very quickly got a sense of somebody who's very grounded, very natural, and actually there's a very, very sharp sense of humour lying very close to the surface all the time, which was really lovely.
The artist worked on her portrait here, in her studio in South London. It took a total of 7 months to complete, from the first sketch to the finished painting. She painted the face last.
The biggest challenge and the biggest worry is getting her right, and getting the face right, and getting a sense of the person and of the pose. So the face of the Queen, and yes, and then that feature of the light from the gold, which I loved, behind her. I thought that was just pictorially a lovely thing, but it also served that purpose of creating that sense of aura around her.
Details and symbolism are an important aspect of her work. A painting by a German Renaissance artist inspired her to include several surreal elements, like an empty teacup.
When I was working on the portrait of the Queen, Holbein's ambassadors kept coming into my mind. I suddenly resolved that the teacup was going to be the place where I was going to put this sort of playful kind of symbolism in the painting.
A teacup and many other details also found their way into this portrait of her mother, Alma. Miriam Escofet won the National Portrait Gallery's BP Portrait Award in 2018 with An Angel at My Table, and found new fans in government.
It's the reason, effectively, why I was commissioned to paint the portrait of the Queen, but I think also the fact that it's a portrait of an elderly woman, but painted with sort of dignity and respect, I think made him feel comfortable and safe that I was the right person.
The 94-year-old monarch inspires artists around the world. Numerous portraits of the Queen have been made since she was crowned in 1953, and they traditionally divide people's opinions. In July 2020, Miriam Escofet's work was officially presented to the Queen via video call.
With Your Majesty's permission, Miriam and I will unveil her picture of Your Majesty.
Very well, that's very good.
It's just been an absolute pleasure to work on this painting, of course.
Well, I'm glad to have had a chance to see it. Hope I'll see it in real life one day.
She looked very happy, she seemed to be smiling from ear to ear, and she looked very relaxed, and I think the general consensus was that she really liked the portrait, so you know, that was lovely.
Miriam Escofet will never forget this very special commission or the moments she spent with the Queen.